All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the June 10th LSP board meeting, June 10th, 2025 LSP board meeting. I'm Diane Baxter, chair of the LSP board. As always, we encourage active participation. So please put your cameras on, board members, and if members of the public want to ask a question or make a comment, put your hand up and Chris will allow you to speak, or you could type your question in a chat. I'm gonna do a roll call now to establish who from the board is participating. Right, David Austin.
Here.
Gail Batchelder.
Here.
Kathy Campbell. I don't see Kathy. Craig Ellis.
Here.
Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
Greg McBride.
Here.
Paul McKinley.
I am present.
Deirdre Manoyo.
Deirdre's here, she's muted.
I see Deirdre. All right, Deirdre's here. I trust she'll be unmuted soon.
She's trying.
Yeah.
That's fine. Jamie Smith.
Present.
And Diane Baxter here. I can relate, Deirdre. I had a similar problem earlier today. Okay, and can we just go around the room here to let people know who's in the room? Why don't we start with you, Matt?
Matt Line, CE coordinator, investigator.
Terry Wood, LSP Board Executive Director.
As I mentioned, I'm Diane Baxter.
David Austin, LSP board member.
Chris Borges, BWSC.
All right, and Chris, are there members of the public participating?
We have two members, Mary Ellen Morris and Rebecca Buswell.
All right, very good. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to David Austin for the continuing education committee meeting.
Sure, I'll start the meeting at 12:05. Any changes to the agenda? Any comments or edits to the meeting's minutes from last month?
Move to approve.
Second.
Great, so approving the meeting minutes from last month. David's a yes. Diane?
Yes.
Hey, got rid of the screen. Jamie?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Gail?
Yes.
Deirdre? Just do your thumbs up. And Kirk?
Yeah.
And Paul?
Sorry, I got muted accidentally and I abstained, Deirdre.
Thank you.
David, I think you had me already, but I'll say I'm a yes again.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, it's worth 2 votes.
There you go.
So that's it. There's no new request for continuing ed classes or courses, and the next meeting will be in August.
All right, adjourn at
12:06.
12:06. Okay, that was a quick one.
Was that
Next
actually a
week-
minute's worth of meeting?
What?
I think you started at 12:05 and you adjourned at 12:06.
If I hadn't asked Paul twice for his vote, it would have been 10
I
seconds
had
less.
Did.
You guys blew it.
All right, geez, we'll have to try harder next time. All right, next we have the Professional Conduct Committee meeting. Jamie Smith, would you like to take this away?
Sure. I don't know if I could compete with that, but I'll give him my best shot. Um, Calling to order a professional conduct committee at 12:07. Are there any announcements or changes to the agenda? Hearing none, are there any comments or corrections to the draft minutes from May 13th?
I'll move to approve.
Motion to
those also.
approve.
Second.
Great. Yes is approving. David,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes,
Paul,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes,
Deidre,
Abstain.
Gail,
Yes.
Kirk,
Yes.
Craig.
Yes.
Minutes are approved as written. Moving on to old business. Terry, could you give us an update on the active cases?
Yes. Hold on a second, I just have to open it. The first case, 18 CO2, the CRT is actively working on the case, plans to speak later this month, with a desire to try to get ready to have another interview with the LSP in the next couple of months. 24 CO2, the LSP was interviewed on June 3rd, and the CRT is working to conclude the investigation. That's it. Somebody have a comment?
Kathy logged in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great, thank you. Is there any new business to discuss? Okay, then hearing none, we'll bring this meeting to a close. Next meeting, August 12th, hybrid and in person. And we'll adjourn at 12:10.
all right. Next, we have the board meeting. Gonna call to order at 12:10. Any announcements or changes to the agenda?
Oh, I do. I'm just under other business. I just wanted to talk about that the LSPA is interested in in working with the board to present an ethics course in the spring, so we can just talk about that at that point in that meeting.
Okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
All right, review of draft minutes. Does anyone have any comments or edits to the draft minutes from May 13?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Second.
All right, yes is approving. David,
Yes.
Gail,
Yes.
Kathy?
Absent.
No, Kathy,
Oh,
she's not.
oh, I thought she came.
Yeah, she.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. so-
Yes.
We have a theme today. Okay, Craig,
Yes.
Kirk,
Yes.
Greg,
yes,
Paul,
Yes.
Deirdre,
Abstain.
Jamie,
Yes.
and Diane is a yes. Okay, decisions regarding licensing. Matt, could you discuss our new candidate?
Yep, we have two today. First one is Rob Huning,
number 4861. Application review panel number 351, which was member Ellis, Campbell, and Smith. The applicant is a standard track candidate with a college degree in 2012, claims 12 plus years of total experience with 8 years of relative professional experience. The ARP met on May 15, 2025 to review and discuss his application. The comments from the ARP were that they felt that the applicant had met the minimum requirements for TPE and RPE with a variety of projects that demonstrate RPE. The professional references further supported the applicant's roles and responsibilities and his work experience. The ARP recommended that Mr. Hewning be approved to take the exam. So I'll send it back to the board for consideration.
All right. Could I have a motion to approve? Or,
Motion to approve the recommendation for 4861.
Second.
all right. And we'll do a vote. Yes is approving. David,
Yes.
Gail,
I'm recused.
Kathy,
Yes.
Craig,
Yes.
Kirk,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Deirdre,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
and I am a yes. Matt,
Yep, the second candidate is Amanda Bustani, number 5468, ARP 353, with his members Ellis, McKinley, and Franklin. This applicant is a standard track candidate with a college degree in 2012, claiming 12 plus years of total experience with 8 years of relevant professional experience. The ARP met on May 23rd to review and discuss her application. Overall, the ARP felt the applicant had met the requirements for total professional experience and relevant professional experience. The candidate had 12 RPE projects which showed a good mix of experience and diversity. Her current role is with DEP, which was listed as total professional experience. That role involved emergency response and direct DEP oversight of sites managed by DEP. The professional references further supported the applicant's roles and responsibilities and her work experience. So with that, the ARP recommended that Ms. Bustani be approved to take the exam. Send it back to the board.
How many years were prior to DEP of experience versus DEP years of experience?
She's been with DEP for about 1 year and 8 months.
So it's recent.
Yeah, that's her most current job.
Okay, thank you.
any other questions, comments?
Making a motion to approve the recommendations of ARP 353.
Second.
Right. Yes is to approve. David,
Yes.
Gail,
Yes.
Kathy, we'll go on to next person, Craig,
Yes.
Kirk,
Kirk's here, Gail's not, Gail is,
Kathy,
Kathy. Did Kathy drop?
yes.
Okay. Kirk,
Kirk, you're muted.
You're muted.
go to Greg,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Deirdre,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
and I am recused. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That still passes. All right, renewal applications. Chris, could you put the docket up?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one docket with 4 LSPs with renewal that expires, they would have expired on 7/30. So these folks got their paperwork in early. Can I have a motion to approve docket number 1?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments before we vote? All right, David,
Yes.
Gail,
Yes.
Kathy? Oh,
Okay.
Kathy's not here now. Craig,
Yes.
Kirk,
Yes.
Greg,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Deirdre,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
and Diane is a yes. Okay, next is so that passes. Next is the renewal status. Oh, wait, yeah, renewal status report.
Yeah, just quickly, so for the July 30th renewal group, there's 33 LSPs on that list. We just approved 4 moments ago, so we expect to hear from the rest of the group by the July 30th deadline.
All right, any other renewal related matters from you, Matt?
No.
All right. Next up is licensing related matters. Matt?
Just the status of 2 that are in the queue. Corinne McKenzie, that's ARP 352, which is members Baxter, McKinley, and Franklin. Just waiting on the professional reference forms to be received. And once we get those, we can schedule a meeting to review that application. And then for Matthew Cassane, ARP 349, that's members Ellis, Smith, and Manoyo. We have the ARP meeting scheduled for June 23rd. And they will review and discuss the application at that time. And then we have a new application, Brooke Paulson from Verdantis. So looking for volunteers to review that application and serve on an ARP. You can speak now.
Matt, I'm happy to do one.
Okay, thanks, Paul.
I can do it.
Thank you, Deirdre.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it as well.
Okay, thank you, Diane. Once I get all the application information together, I'll send it out and we'll set up an ARP call. Thank you.
Sounds good. All right. Is Natasha here to give the inactive status report?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning. So currently we still have a number of 4 who are on inactive status. Total number of active is 402. For our annual fees report, suspension notices did go out April 2nd with a due date of July 2nd. Payment can be made via ePlace accounts. If payment is not received by July 2nd, accounts will be revoked due to failure to pay. And currently we have 1 that kind of falls under that status right now. Thank you.
All right. Any questions about those items before I move on to the next? All right, next item is exams. Matt, could you give us the exam committee report?
Yep, we're closing in on some final meetings. So the subject matter experts are in the middle of the cut score workshop with the psychometrician. The next meeting is scheduled for next Wednesday, the 18th, which should be the final meeting. After the cut score workshop is completed, the psychometrician will score the exam, and then board staff can finalize the exam and be ready to schedule the exam dates.
Is that meeting on the 18th 3 hours? It's what I had on my calendar.
Yeah, it might be less than that, but I booked it for 3 just in case we needed more than the 2.5.
To finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was making sure. I saw that my calendar was 3.
I just want everyone to clear the meeting.
No, it's the last.
And log on by then.
And then with the approvals today, are we up to like 22, 24 to take the exam or?
I think it's 20, I think it's 20, and then with the ones in the queue, might get it up to 22, 23. So we have 2 to review, and then we have a new one that we set up an ARP, so I think up to 23 if those get approved. I think there's about 20 already approved.
Plus the 2 today.
And one that lingered.
So are
from
there like
last-
18 before today and then
18
that
before
20?
today, we
Okay.
approved 2.
Okay, I got it.
Give or take 1 or 2, my
That's
math is, I didn't do a full accounting.
That's
20.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, continuing education committee, could you give us a report from our robust
Yes.
meeting today?
We met today and we approved the meeting minutes from May, and our next meeting is in August.
Okay, thanks. And Jamie, could you give us the professional conduct committee report out?
Yep, just approved the minutes and had a brief discussion summarizing the status of the 2 active cases. Next meeting is in August.
Right, very good. Next item, application review subcommittee, Terry?
I can give an update. The subcommittee met this morning before the board meeting and plans to next meet on July 8th. With the hope that maybe we can finish our recommendations on the application forms to present proposed changes to the board at the August meeting. Yes, so far.
All right, be good. Thank you. Regulations, Terry, could you also give an update of the status?
Yes, so the public hearing for oral comments on the proposed amendments is this coming Monday, June 16th at 6 o'clock via Zoom. People that are interested, if you go onto our website, you can see where to sign up if you're interested in attending that meeting, as well as looking at the proposed amendments, which are in red line on the website, and there's also a background document that summarizes the changes. Public comment
Now I
period
am, just for the.
will
the
close
terror.
on June 26th at 5 o'clock. The people that want to provide written comments can do so until that time,
Here's the.
and that's it. Yeah.
All right,
I'm sorry, what were the end dates for?
June 26th at 5 o'clock.
Thank you.
any other questions? All right, very good. Terry, you've got a number of items here.
So the next one, I'm updating the board website, so the staff is continuing to work on that as we're between working on other things, and there's a lot of, the more I look at it, I find stuff hidden on pages that I didn't know was there, so it's gonna take a little while to try to figure out how to best organize it, but we're working on that. It's an ongoing project.
Yeah. I know that there's similar efforts for various portions of the DEP website.
Oh, really?
And I think there's a sort of a standard template that's developing, so if you want info, I could connect you with somebody
Oh, maybe,
who
yeah.
might be able to at least provide sort of a guideline for how you might wanna look at things.
Yeah, it can't hurt. I was looking at I was looking at the DCR website, and I really liked the way their homepage was laid out, so I was looking at that for a model, but to get more input can't hurt.
I think in general, the idea was to link a lot of things to the first page rather than having portions of things linked at the first page and then you have to follow this like
Yeah.
many miles long trail.
Yeah, that's my idea, like to have it be clear on that homepage for anything somebody might
Anything.
come to look for, that they
Right.
can find a link there.
That seems to be the current model. So,
Cause I can't find things like on the website still.
yeah, that's,
Our third template. It's like the third or fourth way that they go on through.
really,
Yeah, they keep switching every like 5 or 6 years.
Mhm.
And then somebody will ask me, hey, you want to do some web design? No.
But thank you.
All right, next, personnel budget and
I
fees.
don't have any new information on any of those topics.
All right, board member vacancies. Unfortunately, I have nothing new to report. We still have one vacancy for an environmental organization seat. If you know anyone, recommend them. Recommend they call us. Other business.
So the only item I had under other business was that the LSPA has expressed interest in the board working on an ethics course for presentation possibly next spring. And I know that it looked like there was an ethics course back in 2014 that Gail had worked on. And I just wanted to gauge interest if any of the board members might be interested in working on that. I can
Yeah.
certainly do too.
I will. Since I've already worked on both ethics, the private one, and we've worked on the board. See, do they mean professional conduct or do they mean ethics? Because ethics is beyond what is required of LSPs under the rules of professional conduct. Do you know which one they mean?
I didn't really think about it that deeply and we didn't discuss it that deeply, so I think we can discuss what they had in mind or what we want. My
Okay.
sense is they're probably happy with whatever we think is appropriate, but
Well, I'd certainly like to work on it since I have I actually probably have all of the information previously presented courses. And I'm actually doing an ethics course for EPOC for next year. So
okay, that's good. And if anybody else
Great.
has interest, just let me know either now or later because we'll obviously take some effort to put it together.
All right. Anyone have anything else before we get off? All right, our next meeting is scheduled for August 12th. And we're adjourning at 12:29.
wow,
Wow.
that has to be a record.
Yes.
Having no courses certainly,
Yeah.
which, 30 minutes is good, but we do want more courses, so. All right, thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Take care.